Spring of 2013, and here's that grafted apple tree with the Haraldson and the Honeycrisp on it. No apples yet, no blossoms. Looks like it's still trying to push all vegetation just so it can make itself the same size just to support its roots. So I guess that's one of the drawbacks of putting grafts on such an old tree. It wants to be the same size as it was. But it's doing good, it's healthy. Maybe next year I'll get some. I can hope, but yeah, it's looking good. There's a new addition I just added this year. This is a Frontenac Gris grape I bought. It's a gray version of the Frontenac wine grape. Starting to add a little more grapes this year. Rabbits got it, my Frontenac grape. Looks like it's budding out though, so I think it'll be alright. Here's my Valiant Jelly grape. Juice. Concord type grape. Plenty of potential fruit on this one this year. Looking pretty good. Same here. This is just a wild grape I pulled out of my brother's yard. It looks like it might have some potential fruit as well. Small vine, but at least I can see if it's a male or a female. And here's another Concord style King of the North. Looks like there might be a few potential bunches of grapes there, but I might pick those off just because the vine's so small. My plums are kind of a strange story this year. Lots of blooms. The blooms are really small. And this tree leafed out right away. This is my alderman plum. But this tree, it's almost bare and it's just leafing out right now. So I'm not quite sure what happened. I'm wondering if cold weather didn't get the buds. We've had kind of a strange spring. Everything's been cold and kind of late into the year. Doesn't look like I got any fruit. So that's a bummer. Maybe this one right here might make one. I wouldn't count on it though. So, no plums this year. But at least it'll be a good year for growing. And there's some more new additions. This is a Bali cherry. Bush type cherry. Tart cherry. Pie cherry. Plus I got some M7 rootstocks for apples here. And a wild plum that's not doing great, but still alive. Over here I got some more M7 rootstocks. And here I actually got some cherry cuttings just to see how they'll do. A few of them are doing pretty good. That one actually has a flower on it. I don't know how that managed that one, but it did. And over here, got a few more rootstocks. Pulled them off one of my other trees as suckers. And in here, there's some seedlings. I gotta weed this part, but planned on using those for making some full-size trees. And some more M7s. And over this way, This here is one of the University of Saskatchewan's new bush cherries. It's a Carmine Jewel. It's supposed to be pretty good, but this is only put it in the ground last spring. Made it through the winter. Looks like it's doing pretty good, so hopefully in a year or two I might be able to get some cherries off of this. Oh, and here we go. Honeycrisp apple tree, grafted over a few years ago. It's been in the ground in this location since last year. Even got some flowers. So not too bad. This one's grafted on the M7 rootstock. Shouldn't get too big, maybe 12 feet tall. And here's a Harrelson that, if you can remember from previous videos, this one had a disease on it, kind of on the trunk. Wasn't quite sure what it is, so I took some drastic measures and chopped it off and grafted some of the clean wood back onto it again. And it's doing pretty well. Not really cropping yet. But as you can see, this one has some flower buds on it as well. So I imagine next year will be a pretty good year.